Welcome back, YouTube, to another soccer slash football prediction. It's your boy Freddy Da Silva. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you won't miss any of your future soccer predictions. All right. These predictions will be for Sunday, February 16th, and I got a 6-game slate. I'm going to do the E.P.L, which is the English Premier League, and then I'm going to do La Liga. So I'll talk about the teams. I'll let you know if there's any injuries. I'll talk about the total points, and then I'll give you my predictions. All right. But first, we got to talk about it. Baby. Not too happy about it. I'm not that sad about it either, not mad or anything, but man, oh man. I went pretty much 50 good, 50 wrong. Half. I got 3 right, 3 wrong. Terrible. I didn't really win anything. I didn't lose anything, but still, it's just it's crazy. But it is what it is. Arsenal, I knew they were going to win. They ended up winning. Aston Villa did me dirty. They didn't end up winning. They were at home. They should have won it, but yeah, that's crazy that they only got 1 goal. I don't know. I guess it was due to their injuries, but I mean, IPS had just as much as injury, so it shouldn't have been a big deal. Fulham, I knew they were going to win. I remember saying that I think Nottingham's going to win, but I went with the actual stats that I have, and it said Fulham, so I said, all right, I'm gonna do Fulham. I ended up putting them, and guess what? They hit. I guess there's a reason why I say stuff, right? There's stats, and there's a reason why we predict. Manchester City ended up winning my Newcastle team, but I mean, I wasn't expecting that. I was like, I mean, I know that Manchester City is a better team regardless, but I know Newcastle is a good team regardless. And last year, they're pretty good too. This year, they started off great, but then right now, they're kind of, I don't know what's going on, but I mean, they're in Manchester City's house, so so I guess it's understandable. Bournemouth won. I knew they were going to win. I put them. Who else? West Ham. I don't know if I put West Ham. I don't think I put West Ham, but I knew Brentford was going to win. So, and they ended up winning. Who did me dirty? Crystal Palace. Wow, Crystal Palace. Bro, what's going on with Everton, though? They're just coming out of nowhere. Tying with Liverpool, beating Crystal Palace. Get out of the way. I got it from here, says Everton. But that is crazy. Nonetheless, we're 3 for 3. Not the greatest, but not the worst either. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get right into it. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible because I got to go take care of something. But let's do this. First on the list, we have Liverpool versus Wolverhampton. I got Liverpool. They're at home. They should be able to win this one, even though they're up and down. They got good games, bad games, whatever. I mean, in the last 5 of their games, they got 2 wins, 2 L's, and 1 draw. So I'm guessing they're expecting another draw just so they can, level up to everything they got. But I don't know. I don't know about losing to Wolverhampton. As far as injuries, Liverpool have 2 injured players and 1 questionable. Wolverhampton got 5 injured players and 2 questionable. So, which is weird because Wolverhampton's their 2 most recent games, they got dubbed. They were able to beat Aston Villa, and they beat I think they beat Blackburn Rovers, something like that. So, as far as these two going at it, the last 5 head-to-head, Wolverhampton have not been able to beat Liverpool. So this screams Liverpool, right? Let's see. At home, they've won twice. Not only have they won twice, but they have left Wolverhampton at 0 points. So they basically don't allow Wolverhampton to score a goal. Wolverhampton, as far as the total points for Wolverhampton, they are at 0.5. So I'm not gonna put under or over that just because it's too risky. 3 out of their last 5 head-to-head between these two teams, or no, 2 out of their last 5 head-to-head. Wolverhampton have not covered this 0.5, so they were at 0. I do apologize. I said that Liverpool have beaten Wolverhampton 5 out of 5, but that was wrong. It was 4 out of 5. So Wolverhampton did beat Liverpool, but that was back in 2023. So yeah. But as far as a win here, give me Liverpool. And the total points sitting at 3.5. As far as 3.5, they've only covered this once. So if it stays at 3.5, I'm gonna go under 3.5 for sure. I don't think, especially how Liverpool is not doing all that great. In their last 5 games, they've only been able to cover this 3.5. They've been able to cover this 3 out of 5. And their most recent they did cover, but that was because help from another team. As far as them covering that 2.5, so their team total is sitting at 2.5. As far as them covering that, they've only done it once, right? So now if they make 2, they're usually, 3 out of the last 5, they've covered 1.5. They usually go over 2. Or they usually stay at 2. So them covering that 2.5, I'm not gonna do under just because it's too risky, but for sure 3.5 that won't go over. I don't see them making any more than 3. If they do end up making 3, which is they've only done this once in their last 5 head to head, so I don't see them making 3. I see them doing 2. So, but maybe Wolverhampton makes a goal and then that'll set everything at 3, but it's not going over 3.5. So give me Liverpool to win and give me total points under 3.5. Okay, on to the next game. Tottenham versus Manchester United. Tottenham had a gang of injuries, but they're actually starting to get some of their players back. They have 5 injured players and 4 questionable. Manchester United, they're starting to get injured players. They got 7 injured players now and 1 questionable. Tottenham at home. This game is going to be super risky. I'm not going with a win, even though Tottenham is at home. And at home, they've won 2 out of their last 3 home games versus Manchester United. So that one time they didn't win, they got a tie. As far as them going head to head, the last 5, they got 2 draws and 3 wins for Tottenham. So Manchester United have not been able to beat Tottenham in the last 5 head to head. So this one seems kind of weird. I personally feel that Manchester United will win this one. Like, I'm not lying here. I legit feel like they're going to win it. But it's too risky, just because the stats say you haven't beat me in 5 games. So this might be either Manchester United win or a draw. As far as the last 5 games from Manchester United, they've gotten 4 out of 5. Got 4 wins and 1 loss. Tottenham only 2 wins and 3 L's. So their most 2 recent for Tottenham were L's. The most recent from Manchester United was a win. Most recent was a win, and then before that was an L. So I'm gonna go with Manchester United on this one. I'm not gonna bet on this one because it's too risky, but I am saying that Manchester United is gonna win. As far as the points, is total sitting at 3. Them covering that 3, they've done this 4 out of their last 5. Over, they've only covered 3. 3 out of the last 5 they covered over. As far as an under, they've covered this 2 out of 5. So, I don't know how I see this going over, because Tottenham, the last 5 games, they've been only making a goal or 2. Yeah, they've only gotten 3 goals in their last 5. Okay, let's see. Team total points. Team total points is at 1.5 for both. As far as Tottenham covering that 1.5, they've covered this 2 out of their last 5 games. And Manchester United, them covering 1.5, they've covered this 3 out of the last 5. So Manchester United have covered more than Tottenham recently. This is too risky. I'm probably going to go with the under on this one. Total points under. But yeah, this game is too risky, to be honest with you. This game is way too risky. I probably won't touch it. But if you're looking for a good one, I'm going to have to say under 3. I see this maybe being a 2-3 or a 2-1 situation, which just leaves you exactly at 3. But it won't go over 3. Yeah, and then there's a little pattern too. It's been like this. Look, over 3, under 3, over 3, under 3, over 3, and then this next one, what, under 3? You know, right? So it seems like there's a pattern going on here. So the next game will be under 3. That's what it says here. So I'm gonna go with under 3. And as far as a win, give me Manchester United. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong too. Okay. Let's see. That was it for the English Premier League. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do La Liga. First on the list for La Liga, I have Espanyol versus Athletic Club. Injuries, they both have one injured player, so it's not a big deal as far as like many injuries. The total sitting at 2, and team total is sitting at 0.5 for Espanyol and 1.5 for Athletic Club. Okay, let's see what would be the best outcome. And the last 5 head-to-head between these two teams, let's see. It seems like Athletic Club wins, and then Espanyol, and then Athletic, and then Athletic. So, wait. Okay, so Espanyol have only been able to be Athletic Club once in their last 5 head-to-head. So, and this was back in 2022. Yeah, okay. So, Athletic Club are on the road. Espanyol is at home. The last time Espanyol played at home versus Athletic Club, they lost 1-2. So, give me, I'm going to go with Athletic Club. The most recent, they won 4-1 between these two teams. So, I mean, it seems like Athletic Club is the better team here. But, I mean, the stats look exactly the same. Their 5 most recent games, Athletic got 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 L. Same thing for Espanyol. 2 wins, 1 L, and 2 draws. So, all right, let's talk about the total points. I think that's a better prediction here. Okay, the total sitting at 2. They've covered 2. Over 2, they've covered this 3 out of 5. Their 2 most recent head-to-head, they've covered this over 2. So, give me over 2 for this one. As far as a win, I guess give me Athletic Club. Yeah. Espanyol is sitting at 0.5, and they've covered this 4 out of their last 5. So maybe that's, maybe that's a another thing to consider. Their 5 most recent games, they covered this 4 out of 5 between these two teams, but their 5 most recent games from Espanyol, yeah, they've covered this 5 out of 5. They're 5 most recent. So that's another one too. If you don't want to do over total points too, then Espanyol, they've covered this 5 out of 5 most recent games. Just a goal. Athletic Club, on the other hand, they're at 1.5. They've covered this. Their 5 most recent, they've covered this 3 out of 5. The 3 most recent they covered. The 3 most recent they covered. But between these two teams, Athletic Club, they've covered 1.5, 3 out of 5. Same thing to most recent. Yeah, I guess whatever way you want to chop it up. Yeah, this does look like a 2-1 situation here. Athletic Club 2 goals, Espanyol 1 goal. That's what I see going on here. So give me Athletic Club to win, and give me total points over 2. So, okay, on to the next game. We have Real Valladolid versus Sevilla. Injuries. Real Valladolid have 1 injured player, 1 player with a red card, and 1 questionable. Sevilla with 2 injured players, 1 player with a red card, and 2 questionable. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sevilla, they haven't been the best. I don't know if you guys been watching their games or know anything, but this year they've been terrible. They only got 1 win in their last 5 games. 3 draws and 1 L. Their most recent game was an L. I mean, they did go against Barcelona, but regardless, right? They let 4 goals in. So now Real Valladolid are not better than Sevilla. They also only got 1 win and 4 L's. So technically, between these two teams, it seems like Sevilla is the better team. But this one's gonna be interesting. Maybe a tie. Let's see, between these two teams, their last 5 head-to-head. Oh my God. They've gotten 3 ties in their last 5 head-to-head. Their 2 most recent, it was not a tie, but before that, all 3, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. So, yeah, give me a tie on this one. I see a tie happening here. Either a tie or Sevilla's going to win. But only because their 2 most recent games, Sevilla did win. So, then as far as the total points, it's sitting at 2.5. They've covered the 2.5. They've covered this 2 out of 5 times. And their 2 most recent, they did cover it. I don't know why I don't see them covering this. I see like a 1-1 situation here. But you never know, right? You never know. But if you ask me, I'm going to do total points under 2.5. And I'm doing Sevilla to win. Real Valladolid are at home, though, by the way. Their team total sitting at 0.5. And they've covered this 4 out of 5 times. Their most recent, they did cover. Between these two. The most recent 5 games from Real Valladolid, they've covered this 0.5. 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. Their most recent, they did not cover. Sevilla, 1.5. Between these two teams, they've covered 2 out of 5. Their 2 most recent, they covered. But their last 5 from Sevilla, that 1.5, they only covered this once. So, stats are like crazy. They're going crazy. Real Valladolid, they're the last place in the table, to be honest with you. I don't see them winning this, to be honest with you. I don't see Real Valladolid winning this. And I don't see too many goals here. So give me Sevilla to win. Give me under 2.5. Okay, on to the next game, we have Mallorca versus Las Palmas. Mallorca. I don't know if I said Mallorca, but what I meant to say was Mallorca versus Las Palmas. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. As far as injuries, they both sitting at one injured player. Mallorca, one injured player, two questionable. Las Palmas, one injured player, one player with red card, and one questionable. The total sitting at 2. Mallorca is at home, and at home, between these two teams, they're 1-1. 1 win and 1 loss at home. As far as these two teams going at it, though, it seems like La Palmas have been able to beat Mallorca only once, and this was back in 2021. After that, it was a tie, Mallorca. So give me Mallorca to win. They are at home. They should have the advantage to win this one. And as far as the total sitting at 2, as far as an over, they've covered this once. And it was the most recent game, but it was last year. So this one's going to be interesting as well. Let's see, their 5 most recent games from Mallorca, their team total is sitting at 1.5. Their 5 most recent, they have not covered this in their 5 most recent. So if Mallorca wins, which looks kind of weird here, but if they do win, it'll probably be a 1-0 situation here. Yeah, so give me total points under 2. And as far as, Las Palmas might win this one again. They've covered a goal in their last 5 games. They've covered this 0.5, so they might end up winning this one, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, and as far as them two going at it, they've covered this 4 out of 5 times. So I think that actually the best bet here will be Las Palmas to score a goal. So yeah, team total Las Palmas 0.5, over 0.5. So yeah, it seems like Mallorca do allow a goal per game minimum. So give me Las Palmas to score a goal. That's the best outcome. That's the best prediction. And yeah, this might be a tie 1-1 situation. But okay, nonetheless, give me Las Palmas over 0.5. And as far as a win here, yeah, this might be a tie all day. Okay, on to the last game of the video, guys. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Please, I appreciate it. And also, if there's a game that you guys want me to predict, guys, put it down in the comments. Let me know, and I'll get it for you guys. Because it's hard for me. I don't have the time to do all of them. I wish I can do all of them. But once we start growing, once we start getting bigger here, once I have more time to just focus on this, I'm gonna give you guys the whole game, like the whole day's worth games. I'm gonna give you guys the English Premier League. I'm gonna give you guys La Liga. I'm gonna give you guys the Mexican Mexican MX games. I'm gonna give you guys the Bundesliga. I'm gonna give you guys Serie A. I'm gonna give you the French League. I'm gonna give you all of those leagues, to be honest with you. But I need to have time for that. Right now, I don't have time for that because I actually have an 8 to 5 job. So, but once we start growing, once I start, being able to do this full time, I'm going to give you guys, not only am I going to give you guys better stats, I'm going to have time to give you guys more better stats. I'm going to give you guys more understanding of what's going on, and I'm gonna give you guys like the actual players and what the players do to the team. You know what I mean? Because you got players that if they're missing, that team is done. They won't do anything. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that for you guys once we start growing. Once I do this full time. So so yeah, give me that like and subscribe so that way I can do this full time and I can give you guys better predictions and we can actually start hitting the hundreds at least 6 out of 7 days, right? But yeah, anyways, nonetheless, let's go on with the last game of the video. Real Betis versus Real Sociedad. I don't know why Real Sociedad is sitting at 0.5 as far as their team total, because they've covered this 5 out of 5. They literally have covered their last 5 games. They've covered 8.5. And as far as going at it with Real Betis, they've covered this 3 out of 5. I mean, maybe that's why, but their 2 most recent head-to-head, they've covered this 0.5. As a matter of fact, Real Betis have not covered the 1.5 because their team total is sitting at 1.5. And in the last 5 head-to-head between Real Betis and Real Sociedad, Real Betis have not scored a goal. So I don't know if they got the stats wrong here in the app, because in my app it says Real Sociedad just to score a goal. So if you guys see that, I would suggest to put that right away. Put them to score a goal right away, because I see that happening. As far as the total here, it's sitting at 2 and it might move to 2.5. If it does move to 2.5, I'm doing under. Maybe I'll still do under with that, just the 2, because they have not gotten over 2 goals in their last 5 head-to-head. So, but I think the best outcome here would be Real Sociedad just to score a goal. So if you guys catch that, get that going right away. As far as injuries, Real Betis have 3 injured players and 1 player with a red card. Real Sociedad 2 injured players and 2 questionable. So, Real Betis are at home, and at home, I mean, they've just not been able to beat Real Sociedad at home or even away. And at home, they've got, at home, between Real Betis and any other team, their last 2 games, no win. They got a draw and an L. Their most recent game was a win for Real Betis, but they were on the road. So I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you. I do not know what's going on. Real Betis only have 2 wins, two L's and 1 draw. Real Sociedad, on the other hand, have 4 wins and 1 L. Give me Real Sociedad 2 win. And as far as the points, give me Real Sociedad over 0.5. Bro, this one is a steal. If you're not doing this, I don't know what's wrong with you. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for today's, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, please. I would much appreciate it. Once we start growing as well, I'm gonna be giving out stuff, guys. So, but only to the ones that write down in the comments what your prediction is. So put it down in the comments. Let me know what's your prediction. Let me know who you got, and I'll give you guys a shout out, win or lose. Anyways, I hope these predictions do good for you guys and end up making you guys money. Until the next video, guys. Deuces.